Now on to the next topic. The official of Harry Potter in the Philosopher's Stone teaser trailer dropped online, which I had no idea that they were going to drop it this early. I mean, I know they showed the first look of Harry in the Quidditch outfit, and they said tomorrow on their social media, and we were always wondering, are they going to drop the trailer? And
I thought it was gonna be a
we thought it would be,
10-second teaser, like him just like the
yeah.
stuff, like him just walking, like being bullied, and then like at the end, him walking with Hagrid. Then you see the castle, and it says Harry Potter coming in 2027.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I thought was
apparently it's not going to come out in 2027. It's coming out in Christmas of 2026. Not so
I
far,
was
9 months
completely
out.
wrong.
Yeah. Here's the story that Harry Potter trailer reviews new cast, surprise Christmas premiere date for the HBO series. Below in this first footage from the highly anticipated series, which reimagines the J.K. Rowling's 7-novel saga into a multi-season dramatic series. The first season will tackle Rowling's first novel, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which now they're going to claim it to the Philosopher's Stone now, which it was previously adapted as a film by Warner Brothers and director Chris Columbus in 2001. The trailer introduces all the season's main characters and shows several iconic moments. One big surprise, the trailer reveals a premiere date of Christmas 2026, which is earlier than the 2027 date that had been previously announced. Another surprise, the season's official title is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Not simply Harry Potter as it has been widely assumed. Presumably each season that the title will change to reflect the novel being adapted, in with the first season going with the book's original title in the UK rather than the US title. The show introduces a young Harry and his friends Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley as they attend their first year at Hogwarts. Among the adult cast, there's Jonathan Lithgow as Headmaster Albus Dumbledore, Janet McTeer as Professor McGonagall, Nick Frost as the half-giant Hagrid, and Baba Esidu as the Professor Severus Snape. I personally was so surprised of how great this teaser trailer looked. I love the atmosphere. I love the tone of this show. It feels a little bit more grounded, even though we're in the wizarding world. And I know that they're going to try to do some of the changes that they did, but they're going to explore a little bit more in the books. And I remember watching this opening of the trailer of Harry getting bullied by his cousin Dudley. And I remember listening to the audiobook of the Fall Cast Edition that he did get bullied in school before he went to Hogwarts. So that's something that they're going to definitely share that in the book. And I think that was a really good, interesting, and seems like Aunt Petunia was a little bit more cold-hearted, much more than we saw in the movie. And I'm buying into the casting of Harry. I think he's definitely a believable, and I think he looks amazing. And what?
Look at the 500 because childhood's ruined. Yeah, absolutely yes.
I disagree on that, but whatever. That's up for a different debate. But I think that the casting of Harry, Ron, and Hermione looks absolutely fantastic. And
okay, I get it now. I get that. That's
are you okay?
It's the meme. It's the I'm cooked meme. The dog.
Oh, I saw assholes today be like, "Oh, this is gonna get canceled after one season." I'm like, you don't know the Harry Potter fandom. If you think this is gonna get canceled after one season, you don't understand the market, okay? Because Harry Potter, between going to Universal Studios, like, look, Hogwarts Legacy had nothing to do with Harry Potter. Just basically was about the castle and the wizards at hand. It didn't really even have Harry Potter in the game, and it was the highest selling game. Then you have Universal Studios, okay, or not Universal Studios they have the Harry Potter rides. Guess what? Even at Universal Studios, that is the highest, that is the most booked up line, to go in the castle. Everyone's always in Harry Potter world, and on top of that, look, the Fantastic Beasts movies, even though they dipped in quality over time, people still went and saw those movies. Although people didn't like them because obviously they were like, we want Harry Potter movies. You can't just trick us with wizard movies, And I think, but yeah, I mean, people really, they want this. This is what they want. They want Harry Potter, okay? They want Harry Potter, okay? By the way, the reason I watched your reaction to it, the reason why it's called the Sorcerer's Stone in America is because the studio requested they change it to Sorcerer's Stone because they said no one, understands what. No, they feel like no one would understand what a philosopher is. So they asked him, "Would you change it to dumb it down and call it Sorcerer's Stone?" So that's why in the American editions they changed it to match the movie's title, Sorcerer's Stone, because
Well,
it was called.
they did that for the book too.
Yeah,
They did that for the book.
yeah, no, that's what they asked him.
Did you know that in the UK version of the film they reused the scene, except they added the Philosopher's Stone dialogue in the UK version of the film.
Because in America though, the studio wanted to dumb it down. While in Britain, they're like, everybody knows who that philosopher is in Britain. No one knows what a philosopher is. No 10-year-old kid's gonna know what a philosopher is in America. And so they asked J.K. Rowling, but she changed the title on the American releases only to Sorcerer's Stone, and so that way she would sell books and they'd sell movie tickets. And so but now it seems like they're going back to like, no, it was a stupid idea. It's the Philosopher's Stone, which that's what I always call it. It's not the Sorcerer's Stone. It's the fucking Philosopher's Stone. Okay? Well, okay, just because you're stupid enough not to know what a sorcerer is, a philosopher is, that is your idiotic statement. Okay? Guess what? And also, Ryan, Harry Potter is a legendary movie. Every year people watch it. Every year people love it. And guess what? I guarantee you, people are going to get their asses. More people are going to watch Harry Potter than go watch Dune. It's a sad fact, but it's true. There are more Harry Potter fans.
You serious?
You think I'm joking, Ryan? No.
To be fair, because it's not coming out. It's actually just going to be out on HBO, but it's not going to be out in theaters. So that's a major difference.
There it is. But
I'm saying you don't think more people are going to stay home and watch Harry Potter than to go see Dune? Okay, because look, there are more.
Call.
Hi, you're a loser. Please hold.
Crap. And
Oh, this is what I feel about you, Ryan.
Look at little Goblin Jr.
Boo, you whore.
Never even seen that movie, but that applies.
That is a great movie, by the way, Mean Girls, but still, and I'm mad that you used Mean Girls against me, asshole. I actually watched that last week, by the way, but yeah, because I just love that movie so much. But yeah, no, Ryan, you don't like Harry Potter at all?
No, where did this narrative start?
You told us earlier off camera, you're like, I wish Harry Potter would just stop to exist in this world. And we're like, what?
Let me be very clear. I love the book. Like, you all can't see my bookshelf, but I have all of my original books back there hiding somewhere. And they are well loved and well used. And I've seen all of the original movies, and I love all of them pretty consistently. It's in terms of series, there's not a bad one in them, and that might be controversial, but that's my stance on it. There it goes.
I agree. I don't think nobody disagrees with you on there's no bad Harry Potter movies.
This trailer was just mid. It was just like, it was gray. Like, there was like, y'all remember Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? Like, I'm calling it sorcerers because, fuck you, that's why. And so, like, you see all like warm colors and just the ambiance and all of that, and then then as you move through the movies, it gets darker and
you get
darker
the third movie and then it's all gray and bleak.
They just move straight to slate gray, and so this is the ultimate definition of fixing something that's not broken and making more money because you can. So that's why. And I know that J.K. Rowling is not the most popular person in the world. I get that. And I'm not trying to dispute that here. I'm not a rube, like I said earlier. I understand why this is getting made. Like, last year I went to Halloween Horror Nights, and you know what was the busiest part of the park? Harry Potter Land. Like, the place where you get the ice cream shop. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's the I can't pull the name now.
It's not Weasley. It's not the Weasley shop. It's
not
Weasley Brothers. It's something. It's not Ollivanders. It's something shit.
Jeremiah, you would know. Help me out here. But it's the ice cream shop. And there was like a 15-minute wait. And like, the ice cream was amazing. Like, can't recommend it enough. So I love me some Harry Potter. I just don't like the idea of this show. And there is a part of me that's like, maybe it'll get shelved. Sadly, no. So here we are. And it looks like one of the TV shows of all time. It just does nothing for me. It so aggressively does nothing for me that it's drawing this reaction out of me. So that's why
Which,
I on it.
Ryan, I understand that, brother. I understand it. But let me make this point to you. It's not erasing the films, okay? It's not erasing. It's just adding on to the films. Basically, it's like Psycho and Bates Motel. Like the final season of Bates Motel, they redid Psycho, okay? They just redid it but they did a new interpretation of that Psycho, the movie. It did not erase the Hitchcock movie.
That's a different interpretation. Bates Motel was doing it from like the events leading up to when Marion Crane showed up at the hotel.
But they do Psycho in the final season.
This is just a complete rehash. It's like they're doing nothing new. It's just they're putting new kids in the role. They're getting Nick Frost. I mean, bless him. Give him a paycheck. He is very good at what he does. John Lithgow's been very good in the past. So I'm not disputing like the technical side of things and the cast and the like. I just hate the idea of them remaking this at all. But unfortunately, you know, I understand why, and I must make peace with that. But that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Here's the thing why I disagree with you, that they're not trying to copy and paste off the movies. They're literally expanding upon the things that happen in the books that were not in the movies. If you paid attention to the trailer, there's certain shots in it that were not even in the movies. So they're not really remaking it, but I feel like you kind of took it the wrong way.
I know we don't do comments till the end, but Jeremiah pulled the ice cream shop. Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlor. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
But I understand Ryan, like, but what we're trying to say is the movie, look at it like this, like when Robert Rodriguez went and did From Dusk Till Dawn, the series, he said, I'm not trying to redo what Quentin did. I'm doing the same movie, but do an extended version of that, like the interpretation from like my point of view is the vampires are going to be there from the beginning, not just in the half act. He said the movie was a short story. The TV show is the novel. And that's how they're trying to do it, basically, like Harry Potter is saying. If you love Sorcerer's Stone, that's fine. You can enjoy Sorcerer's Stone, but we're just doing an extended cut, you know, with a little bit of a slight different interpretation. Kind of like, hey, look, we're going to do like this whole like human, because they never, ever showed a lot of the human stuff. They did like the zoo, and then they did that, and then they went to like, you know, the island, which comes back and never makes sense unless you read the book. And I
wanted to point out some of the things that they are doing something different, that they do an extended version of this.
By the way, what do you think about Snape?
Series.
I was like hoping they got long hair Snape. I was like, please have long hair. I thought I was so happy when they did that. I
don't mind it. I think that it looks fine to me. I mean, hey, we haven't heard any dialogue from them, but there's a Quidditch match.
It sounds like Alan Rickman. He goes, "Yes, Mr. Potter." I'm just like, oh my god, he's really doing an Alan Rickman impression.
Well, he's not going to do an impression. I feel
know he's not. But wouldn't it be funny if he did?
It would be funny, but he's going to take the version of Snape and make it his own, and that's what the beauty thing is, to not do an impression of the previous acting. And there is a Quidditch match that is going up against Hufflepuff, and they did it twice in the book. I listened to the audiobook, and it was not that long ago. There's a lot of changes that they made that were not in the movie, but it just feels like that they want to expand upon this whole thing, and I'm all for it. There's going to be some changes, and there's going to be some things that has the similar to the movies, but I feel like that they're going to stay justice to it, and I think that it's all about making the best show possible.
But by the way, Dave, me and Dave were talking about it, and Dave was like, it's TVMA, so that means is it going to be like Game of Thrones with sex and violence? I'm like, it's fucking Harry Potter. How would you even get away with that? I was like, what are they going to have, like, you know, Voldemort killing it and cutting up his parents and chopping their heads off?
No, it's gonna be like a TV PG at least for the first 2 or 3 seasons. By the time they reach their young adults, it's gonna be TV 14 rating.
Yeah, there's no way they're doing TVMA, and I'm like,
no, they're not gonna make it an R-rated show. No, and honestly, I think the teaser looks fucking amazing. And I really have more faith in it than most people. And a lot of people want to argue, oh, yeah, this is not a show we asked for. Yeah, well, did I ask for like a Carrie series that is done by Mike Flanagan and redoing it? No. But I trusted Mike Flanagan, and he's also remaking The Mist. Do I ask for a remake of The Mist?
I'd rather have a remake of Carrie than The Mist any day, because I think The Mist is awful. And I think, except for the ending.
Here's what I will say, just to try and come across as like I'm not just trying to be a dick just to be a dick. Like, I imagine we will cover this show. We'll do what we did with Peacemaker, and we'll watch the episodes as they drop.
Yeah.
So you all will get to see my reactions to it as it happens. And if I like it, I will happily go on record and say,
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
like, if I like it, then I will say that I like it, and I will own that on this date, March 25th, in the year of our Lord 2026, that I was wrong.
Flip that, Matt.
I will hold you to it, but I will say that I'm still going to go in and judge what the show is, not compare from the movies or the books. I'm just judging it as a good show. If it's a good show, great. But even if you don't like the movies, it's like Jake has pointed out, I will echo what he says. If you don't like the show, then just watch the movies. They have completed all 8 of them, even the books. It's not going to replace the movies. They're just literally just extending the things that they haven't done in the movies yet. So that's why I'm not so worried about it. And you have a great team behind it. And I will say, I want to point out one more thing. Arabella Stanton, and Kate, who's playing Hermione Granger, probably brought this up many times before, but this is not the first time she's playing Hermione. Because if you didn't know, there's an audio full cast edition where Audible redid the audiobooks for the Harry Potter series. And they brought in voice actors, and they brought in music score and sound effects. And Arabella Stanton voiced the Hermione in the first 3 books. And I've finished the first 3 books of the audio full cast edition. And I will say, she's going to be amazing as Hermione. She is definitely the best fit to play this role. And I think she's going to surprise a lot of people. And she's probably going to be one of the breakout stars of the show.
Which brought Ryan, you're not. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ryan's not in the woods here. I mean, there was a lot of people that are like, look, the Daniel RPK on Twitter said this looks just like the movies. Why are we even doing this? It doesn't look nothing different. And look, I'm gonna tell you right now. My friend Justin, he literally said the same thing. It just looks generic and boring. It doesn't look different. It doesn't look magical. It just looks like the show Adolescence. Which I'm just like, I mean, I can understand that. He said it looks eerie and gray. It doesn't look colorful and magical. It looks like this is like Adolescence, but with wands.
Really? I don't recall the looking all gray. I think people might be colorblind at this point because
I think they're trying to match the later films because I know a lot of people like the later films more than the first 2. And so I think they're trying to match that color scheme. But I understand that. Like, look.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, Stephanie, me and Stephanie were talking earlier, and she told me she's not going to watch the TV show because she has the movies. To which I'm like, look, I understand it. There's people that are diehard Harry Potter fans that are not going to watch it because they're loyal to the films, and there are people that aren't going to watch it because they hate J.K. Rowling, and then there are people not going to watch it because there are people are going to watch it because they're like, look, I love Harry Potter to death. I want to see what this is like. I want to see if it's different. I want to see if I like this more than the Sorcerer's Stone.
And also, I'm not going in there trying to compare the 2 of them. I don't need it to be better. I don't need it. I just need it to be as good as possible. Whether do I need it to be better? No. And people were so fucking worried that it's going to replace the movies. Like, no, it won't.
I think that's what they're so worried about. I think the thing that irks me is they said this is not going to be every year, which makes sense, but those kids are going to be like adults by the time you get to season 6 because
but to be fair, they're literally like they said they're well, here's the thing. They actually are going to put out that annually because they shot 2 seasons at the same time for the first 2. So they shot 2 of them at the same time. They're going to start shooting season 2 around May. From what they said, they're going to production for Chamber of Secrets.
But yesterday, Casey Boyens, someone asked him because today the reason why they dropped the trailer today is because HBO Max is premiering in the UK and Ireland, and so someone asked Casey Boyens, "Is every year they're going to be an annual season every year?" And he goes, "No, because practically we can't do a season every year because it would just be impossible to do." So he said, "Well, there might be the first 2 seasons might come out annually, but he said like season 3 might not come out for 2 years." So he said, because and so I'm like, he's going to be a teenage. He's going to be an adult by the time they get to the 5th season.
Well, to be fair, they did the same thing for the movies. They didn't put it out annually.
Yeah, that's true.
They were past their age when they were doing these movies.
I know they had to age up they had to age them up in the movies.
Yep, that's true.
But yeah, I'm just curious. I'm hoping it's great.
Here's to people who are complaining about a fictional character that doesn't exist.
Hey, they're talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters. Am I getting through to you at all?
That's what I say when people bitch about a character. It's like, dude, relax. They're not real.
But that's my 2 cents on Harry Potter.
Well, yeah. Anyway, what did you think of this whole Harry Potter teaser trailer? Let us know what you thought in the comment section below, but please do not be rude because you look like a total dickhead if you do.
Mm-hmm.